Welcome back, everybody. How are you all today? Sorry for being a few minutes late. I had to take care of some technical difficulties. We're all good now. So, it should be fine. And we are playing, well, the water tastes like wine, our usual weekly Tuesday game. Now, real quick, just checking that Twitch is live. It is live. Fantastimundo. Good to know. That reminds me, I should bring up chat. So I can see people if they talk to me. This will also be a relatively short stream in comparison. It'll be until about 6 p.m. my time, so 2 hours. NBC 2 News says Discord. Yes, Discord. I hate bots. Right. 1 second, everybody. Alright, sorry about that, folks. I am back. And I hope everything... the stream looks good on both ends. Testamundo. Now, if only, well, the water tastes like wine, would start. I don't know what's going on here. Is it loading? Did I freeze? Uh-oh. Well, something changed. Oh, there we go. There we go. NBC says Windows 11. Alright. Windows 11 from the future. Alright. Let's hear a story, shall we? Sorry about the noise. I didn't eat lunch today. It's break time at the half-finished bridge. The workers are gathering around a young man who sits on his bucket like a king. They listen raptly to his story about the ghost of a woman executed in Paris long ago. I recognize this story. The story of the dead woman in the yellow ribbon, but heavily embellished. Nothing close to what actually happened, but this version is pretty good. You'll have an easy time remembering it. Caleb says, "Hey, Heather. It's a good thing that you didn't go live yesterday. I was in the air all morning." Ooh, ooh, ooh. So sorry to hear. So sorry to hear, Caleb. Got a big old cut across your stomach. Ouch. Well, I hope you're better now. Yes, I did not go live yesterday because, well, I had to work, and this stream will actually be a little shorter than usual, unless I receive information in the middle of the stream. So, NBC just says no 6 times in a row. Right, so we need to find our next friend. And I think it's directly south of us. I think that's the one I saw in the distance. So let me, not directly south, but south enough. Yep. Oh, is that a river in my way? Yes, it is. Hold on. So there is a river, I think, in... Is there a river in my way? I can't tell. Well, let's find out, shall we? Oh no. that was not... Okay. That was not the river, thank goodness. Oh, real quick. We should go over here. It might give us some help. NBC says no, 27 subscribers. Alright. I passed the thing. I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at the chat. Caleb says, a chainsaw snapped and one of the links came flying and hit me. Ouch. I'm glad you're okay. Forgotten in the corner of a field, a small basket of yams. Bury them under a fire, and you got yourself a meal and more. Ooh. Off to San Diego. Look, I don't know what the bot's like responding to, but it's you know, it's another number. Kid says, yeah, I'm just gonna cut some fat. Some impromptu plastic surgery. Oh shit! I didn't realize we had a true form. Oh wow. She asked, anyone asked you to join the communists? Not at the moment, no. You folks out there have been telling me I should, but I'm not much for joining things. Still, we've got to a time where you can't just tell poor folk to move along. There's nowhere to move along to. Anyway, I'm looking for a good laugh. Do you know any funny stories? The issue is I wasn't paying attention and I didn't swap out any of my stories, so... Fuck. Travelers that move at the pace of a snail? I'm not sure if that's funny. Nope, it's not funny. I'm hoping we'll rise up. Enough of us will get angry at how we're treated and we'll say no more. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I think of it all the time. Anyway, you know any hopeful stories? Hopeful. Cassidy's verse. Yeah, we got halfway there. Love? No. Peace and quiet. That's what I look forward to. That stillness when there's no one to tell me to do anything. I had a hard day. Got any hopeful stories? Fuck. Nope. That's funny. When I hear there's a law coming, a uniform forming, or strike forming up, thinking it might be better to be better than anything. Anyway, hopeful stories. Hopeful stories. Rising workers movement in New York? That might be hopeful. Yeah! Oh, thank you for sharing that one. I feel a little better now. Freedom, sometimes you stop worrying about providing for the future. You put down that button you're just worried about right now. That's a great relief. I had a hard day. Do you know any hopeful stories? Fuck me. Underground metal workers? Caleb says I'm back. Yay, welcome back, Caleb. Ah, oh, so close. Religion says to be good and suffer, and you'll get your reward later on. Then it don't cost anyone anything. Tell me when that's the idea came from. Religion, the thing rich folk made up to keep poor people quiet. Sun rising. More work today. More pressure building out there in the fields. I'm walking up this way next. There'll be workers out there that haven't yet heard of the kind of stuff we talked about. Because of that, for the first time, I'm excited to see the next field. Right, so I need to head north, except there's a story there. I'm gonna go grab it. White Rider. I'm trying my phone at my time. Beep. Well, hold on, is that a story too? Ooh, that is a story over there. Cool, we have 2 stories over here to collect. Yeah! Alright, see what it says. An elder portly man stands on the street corner, fixing a look of refined disdain on everyone who walks past. He catches sight of you. He lights you with one kind of thrill. You, he calls, pointing. Do what he wants. He sidles close to you. You ain't from around here, Wanna make some cash? Doing what? Holes need to be dug. Fence posts. You know, on my estate. My maintenance man is sick. Just quite a drive. Agree. Good, great, this way. He takes you down an alleyway where a car's parked. A little shabbier than you expected. Up close, he's a lot shabbier, too. He draws a pistol from inside his jacket. Give me everything you got. Refuse. Think this is a fucking joke, he hisses, smacking with the butt of his gun. As you fall, you hear the car's engine start. It peels off as you get back onto your feet. You watch him just barely avoid clipping a dumpster as he speeds out of view. Ooh. Ain't that interesting? We get mugged a lot in this game.
It was 5 days ride from Tulsa when I pitched into the sand. My legs gave out, my body lacked the strength enough to stand. The horsemen moved upon me then.
Oh, Jesus. He's seen better days. Yes, he has. What happened? Hard times all over, the bull says, wretchedly. What seems to you an aristocratic air. Its blood, still fresh, pools around your feet. That's the blood. You dip a finger in it. Yes, yes. Go on, sighs the bull. Why not? It soaks through your skin as if it were made of tissue. And it strikes you all of a sudden that you've never felt this good in your life. Sensing your astonishment, the bull just rolls its eyes. Move on. Huh. That's fucking weird. And there's 2 stories over here. So hell yeah, let's do it. We can find stories all over. We've been here before, haven't we? Right? Maybe not. Maybe we haven't been here before. Right when I have a mouthful of candy bar. The club is quiet and cool and open 24 hours. So you slip into a booth near the back, where it's too dark for people to see you haven't bought a drink. Up on stage, a slight man approaches the microphone. I hope he's a good singer. He utters a long, sustained series of low, loud notes. Dissonant, like a song stretched out and slowed down. Your heart races. The crowd murmurs and bristles. The walls seem to shift uncomfortably too. Sing something happy, someone shouts. See where this goes. Half the room bails, but you grip the edge of your table and lock your eyes on the singer. The next song is even slower and deeper. Your eardrums ache and your eyes water. The waiter struggles unsteadily across the room. Someone in the back shouts, "Stop it!" Stay seated. The singer continues and loses track of yourself between the notes. When he finishes his set, you startle awake and realize that your face is damp with tears. The room is empty. The singer's looking at you, smiling, and arm extended. An invitation for a solo. Sits in the front row. You sing, well, something. You haven't heard it before, but you know the words. As you sing, a radiant satisfaction grows and grows at the center of your chest. Your eyes tear up and you hit a triumphant final note. Love. Song about love. Suddenly, the singer's gone. Your ears are ringing and the waiter's shouting for you to leave. Out on the sidewalk, as everyone's losing their lunch, but you feel strangely warm. Love. Song about love. Bad you can't remember the words. Move on. Phoenix looks a lot of hell smaller than real life. Yeah, but you also have to remember, like, this is somewhere between the 20s and 50s, somewhere in there. Yeah, somewhere in there, somewhere between the 20s and 50s. So I imagine it's roughly to the size of what the city was like back then. This dampened little peddler shifts restlessly from foot to foot beside his cart, wringing his hands and glancing around as if he's in some kind of mild agony. "Hey!" he calls, holding up a quarter. "I've got to piss. Will you watch my stuff for a minute?" He flips you a quarter, then hurries off down the road. 5 minutes later, he still hasn't returned. The whole crowd is marching towards you from the other direction. They start shoving and screaming at you. Ask what's the matter. Man grabs you by the arm. "You walking with them?" He shows you 6 tiny bloody teeth in the palm of his hand. "My daughter's dying." I had nothing to do with it. You show them the quarter and point them off down the road, and thank goodness they believe you. Most rush off after the peddler, but 5 or 6 stay behind to kick the cart over and stomp everything to pieces. Ooh. Peddler with poison wares. After gossiping for a while about the weather and the crops and the state of the world, all bad and getting worse, he takes a different tact. You look like someone who likes a good story. Try this one on for a second. After loudly repeating, clearing his throat, he tells you the story of Walking Willis, man who walks through every town in the state. Sounds a lot like the story of Walking Willis, but some parts change and other parts added. He grins up at you at the conclusion of the tale. You'll have to remember this version, but even if it's not quite what happened, it's a good story. Great. Right, so. I think we need to head across the river again, then go talk to her further up in California. Maybe that'll work. So, this way. Now, where is Phoenix? Yeah, Phoenix, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how big it was back in the day. Nowadays, there are towns and whatnot that are so big that they actually, like, over-encumber other towns. Like, well, there's a place called Warner Robins and Macon and Perry, and all of them are so large that there's no real differential between the 3 towns. They all just kind of exist in the same space. It's just because they kept getting bigger and bigger. And the only real way to tell that there's like been a change in town is like they usually have a sign. Otherwise, you wouldn't know. Right there. Right. I really enjoy the music in this game, so I'm just letting it play. At this rate, we will most likely be done with this game next Tuesday. So I will have a poll up in Discord. Oh, I need to go around these mountains. I'll have a poll up in Discord about what game we should have to replace Where the Water Tastes Like Wine for our Tuesday games. It'll be quite a large list. And I don't know if all of them will be I don't know if all of them will be available for me to play. I would love to play The Witcher, but I don't know if my game could handle it. My system could handle it while streaming. So that's probably be on the list of games to replace on Tuesdays. We'll see. Yeah, same with Phoenix, but it's been like that since the 40s. Yeah, the exact time of this game is kind of ambiguous. And I think it's actually kind of fluid as well. Oh, shit! I didn't change the damn stories. Fuck. Damn, you distracted me. I keep following the strikes. I've been hearing news about the unions. Make me feel bigger than myself, like God never did. So long since I last chuckled, I'm not sure my mouth could do it anymore. Can you tell me a story that'll make me laugh? Funny story, eh? Story of the man who only ate molasses. I hope that's funny. Oh, it's hopeful. Joy? The hope of punishing those who made things so hard. That's what makes me smile now. When I hear there's a law coming, or union forming, or strike forming up, thinking it might happen is better than anything. Anyway, I'm looking for a good laugh. Do you got anything funny stories? The story of the trickster who lures humans with the lucky stones? I don't know if that's funny. Country. Every part of this country is the same in the way that it counts. Oklahoma and California don't look more different. Couldn't look more different. Plenty grow in California. There's more oranges and peaches than I ever thought could be in one place. When you leave the bad soil and the bad weather, one thing's the same for Oklahoma to Buckersville, and that's the owners. Been so long since I last chuckled. Story to make you laugh. Jesus. Funny story. Damn, I wish I hadn't forgotten to swap out stories. Funny story. That's probably hopeful. So you punish. Right, I think we have to go with... There was a maybe somewhere here, hold on. Funny story. Shooting architects? That might be funny. Nope. Ain't much point in looking back all the time. My husband did, and it sapped his will to go forward. I've had a hard day. Do you know any hopeful stories? Right, hopeful story. This one. The wood fairies who helped women rid evil from their lives. That should be helpful. Hopeful. And it was enough! We got there! Yes! I think that was the last story I was getting to. Religion says be good and suffer. Yeah. We heard this one. Oh no, I had one story left. You know any good, exciting stories? Take my mind off Life of mine. Thrilling. Yes, I have a good thrilling story. Hold on. The story of the Thunderbird people who fly when they fall from great heights. Freedom. Sometimes you stop worrying about providing for the future. You put down that burden and you just walk about right now, and that's a great relief. When there's enough of us that have nothing left to do but the will to live, a change will come. A change has to come. I don't know if it'll be the communists or the unions or someone getting religion in a tent. You can't stamp out the will to live completely. Thanks for talking with me. Not too many have the time to listen these days. We got Bertha. If I remember correctly, we have 2 left we need. Progress. Yeah, there's two left that we need. I think all of the other ones are completed. Yeah, actually, if we... Actually, hold on, progress. Oh, I straight up haven't met these people. We might just be able to finish this off today. Alright, so... Where are they? Oh, they're up in Washington, Oregon. Do I have any... Do I have inventory? Do I have anywhere that's closer? Los Angeles? It's gotta be closer, right? Oh, I was right here anyway. I didn't realize how close I was right there. Right. Richmond, Virginia? Is that Richmond, Virginia? Right, so Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Arizona, Nevada, or Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. I have Nashville, Tennessee, Miami, Florida, Cleveland, Ohio, Birmingham, Alabama, Boston, Massachusetts, Jacksonville, Florida? Wait. Nashville's not in Florida. That's fine. Chicago, Denver, Washington, D.C., Richmond, Santa Fe, El Paso, Shiprock. I don't think any of them are anywhere close to where I need to go. So I guess we're just gonna walk. Oh, no. We can hitch a ride. Yeah. Oh. Damn you, car. Quite beautiful singing. I can't understand anything because I don't speak Spanish. I want to say that's Spanish. Damn it. But there's no way I'd be able to tell. See what we can get from here. Behind Pickers, the farmhand says, today only he drives you over 30 or 40 people avoid him, making a slow way across an impossible vast field that touches the hazy horizon. Backbreaking work, but the folks are friendly and the pay is okay. Nice. Nope. Damn. You know, be honest, I'm so close to these 3 stories that it's probably not worth getting into a car anymore. I'm just gonna try and speed up to get to these 3 stories. And San Francisco. Right. Fog fills the margins of the redwoods, banishing the high crowns A strong musk reminiscent of gasoline spills makes your eyes water behind the distant set of trees. A titanic silhouette lurches past. Follow. Broken lines of blood blotch the stranger's footprints. You come upon a maimed elk whose sundered antlers have left behind patches of exposed tissue. Sediment-covered corpse seems to have been dragged some considerable distance. Silhouette of the stranger looms at the edge of the visible forest. Feel the weight of their eyes upon you. Wow. The stranger doesn't respond. They turn and walk into the fog. Strange in the woods. Ooh. Let's hit San Francisco first before we get those two stories. That way we can circle around and that road, because I can't cross that bridge. San Francisco, which I've never been. I thought it was a great place. Huge crowds gather on the street corners as they wait for the never-ending stream of automobiles and cable cars to rumble past. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge taking form against the horizon. Sure. The crusty sourdough, with espresso, whiskey, and PB&J. Explore. Your knees make a nasty crunching sound with every step, wandering this infernal city of steep hills, taking its toll. Just over the crest of one hill, you find a stopping truck. The Yang Chow, fresh fruit and vegetables. It's laden with colorful produce. Approach. You know anything about engines? Asks a man obscured by the raised triangular hood of a truck. A little bit. Coming around next to him, one glance tells you there's nothing obviously wrong with the engine. There's smoke coming out from somewhere deep behind and beneath it. The gearbox, maybe. No, it's beyond me. Ah, never mind. He just slams down the hood of the truck, whispers some smoke leaking out of it. He just sits on the edge of the truck bed, and you get a good look at him. He's tall, well-built, fans himself with a Panama hat. Sent my brother over to get a real mechanic, but odds. Well, I can barely keep this running as is. Wish I still had the farm, he sighs, theoretically, surprising himself with his own easy honesty. Sam Liang, landless, broke truck driver. Dad would have been proud. What happened to the farm? What happened to your father? I'm gonna guess I know what happened to the father. I want to know what happened to the farm. Well, it was my name on the deed. Had to be. But it was father who bought it. He shrugged. Eyes fixed on the horizon you can't see. You already know what happened, don't you? Same thing that happens to everyone's farm. Had to. It was either the farm or the truck. I couldn't keep growing them, and I could keep growing them, or I could keep selling them. Bad to hear. I don't need to earn money, so let's leave. Ooh. The creature looms in an evergreen clearing, blood splattered around its maw, one enormous paw still buried in the flesh of a man sprawled beneath it. The grizzly spots you. Even at this distance, you can see its yellowed fang slowly, deliberately begins to advance on you. Climb a tree. A knot in the trunk gives you a handhold, and you haul yourself up into the safety of the branches. The grizzly circles your tree several times, makes no move to climb it. Eventually satisfied, you pose no threat and wanders off. Climb down. You're alone with the dead man. Beneath the terror's final expression looks surprised. The bear will return, or else the crows will take him. Belongs to the earth now. A branch snaps. Your pulse jumps. Force does not want you to be here. Bang! Screen door clangs in the wind. Downstairs you hear low murmurs. The wind again, or voices? Sure, this house was deserted. The living room, your two women are trying to top a sleeping bag. One has her hands tangled on the other's bright red hair. I can't believe you found another haunted house. The red-haired ghost laughs. A floorboard creaks under your feet. Is it a ghost? One yells. Not a ghost. Red-haired girl jumps up between you and your companion. Relaxes her stance at your words. Well, if you're talking, you probably ain't a ghost, the blondie says. Red-haired girl looks to her, then back to you. What are you doing here? Passing through. We're driving around, but Sam made us pull over for another night in a haunted house. Sam squeezes her hand. Come on, this is cool. There's probably bats in the attic. Your presence is not unwelcome, but the two only have eyes for each other. Move on. Aww. So I see another 2 stories. This one and this one, and then hopefully I won't see any other more stories along the way, and I can just hit the road. Timber! You hear the splintering crack of old growth breaking. A tall, bearded man looms in the clearing. He casts a shadow almost as long as the trees. A handful of other men gaze at him with admiration. Oh, there, we found him! We found him! A slate blue bull stands to one side, slowly chewing on a patch of grass. God damn! Shouts the second largest man and scratches a beard. Come on, stranger, give it a shot. Try your arm against old Paul here. He gestures at an axe laying atop a jagged stump. A couple laughs flow through the crowd. Stop. You strike out at a reedy spruce. The axe thracks on the trunk and roots there. You wrench it out and swing again. Your rhythm is shattered by wood splintering. The opponent has just cut through 2 thick evergreens growing close together in one fluid motion. Keep chopping. Thrack, thunk, thrack. The huge lumberjack is cut in a circle around you, barely stopping to let one tree fall before he strikes another. The bearded man shakes his head, watching in amusement. Another lumberjack claps him on the shoulder. Stop. Shy Girl says, I've been looking since the start. Hi, Shy Girl. Jeers and hollows go up from the assembled crowd. Knew you couldn't handle it, the bearded lumberjack crows. Don't even want to bother finishing. The huge woodworker doesn't seem to finish the din. He just keeps on chopping. Yep, we found Paul Bunyan. Some good scatting. Right. True story. A weathered man unties a fishing boat from its mooring. You're heading out fishing? Can you rent a boat? Can you rent a boat if you like? The lake's been stocked, but he isn't smiling anymore. What's the matter? What's the matter? There we go. There's a monster in the lakes. Local says it's the biggest trout ever to live. But they're wrong. It's not a fish. It's something else. I'm going to be the one to catch it. Watch from the shore. Someone passes a beer into your hand. Waves of chatter wash over you as you listen to the fisherman's stories. Willie's been chasing that fish for years now, a man tells you. I don't think he'll ever catch it, but it's good fun to watch him try. Shaco says, meh, going back to looking, meh. Ooh. Meh. Eventually, the conventional chatter is broken by a huge splash. Willie floats in the middle of the lake, his boat upchurned, his cap bobbing gently several feet away. I almost had him that time! He sputters through a mouthful of water. I almost had him! The man obsessed with the fish. Actually, no. The Lighthouse. It's interesting that our story, one of the first stories we got was a lighthouse, and one of the last stories we'll get is a lighthouse. The Chinook salmon, having come to the end of his journey, is a grotesque beast, a great curved hump on his back, and that deformed hook of a jaw. The raven perched on it is unusually large, with a fat tuft of black feathers wrapped around its neck like a mane. Watch it. With one particular peck, it strikes at the salmon's blurred eyes and pops it out like a grape. Snapping open under your Blah! With one practiced peck, it strikes at the salmon's blood eye and pops it like a grape, snapping open under your teeth. After tasting the fluid inside, it turns towards you, and its beady black eyes glint in the dying sunlight. You want some? Can't eat it all by myself. Nah, I'm good. Get yourself. It strays itself on the carcass, and some of the uric smells waft over you. One moment, everyone. It steadies itself on the carcass, and some of the uric smells waft over you. Don't look a gift eyeball in the mouth. What I always say, its voice is throaty and rough, fitting. What are you here for, if not the salmon? I collect people's stories. People's stories, huh? Tries to preen a stray feather back into place, but it only ends up more crooked. What's so great about people? You should have collected raven stories. Much better. So tell me one. What was that? This one's a secret. It flaps its wings and flies towards you, punching on your shoulder. You see, there's once this raven who liked you, and then suddenly, instead of finishing your thought, it snaps at your eye with a sharp needle of a beak. Dodge. You flinch and close your eyes instinctively, losing your balance and taking an ungainly fall into the soft sand of the riverbed. Ha! Cries the raven, once again perched on the dead salmon. People always fall for it. You should have seen your face. I see that story over there, and I'm choosing to ignore it. There we go. Got in a ride. Wow, that wasn't long at all. Hold on. Sorry about this, everyone. Caleb says, no awohi. Alright, folks, so looks like the stream's about to end in 15 minutes because no one knows how to do anything, apparently. Or maybe. It might end in 15 minutes. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. Fuck it. I'm just gonna... I just realized. Game closed. Alright. So it looks like next Tuesday is when we'll actually face, I guess. Anyway. The church doors stand open. You wander in to ask for a glass of water, but there's no preacher. Only a disheveled music teacher and a class of young men picking out rowdy songs on the organ. The group can't hear you over an improvised erotic limerick shouted over an equally indelicate tune. Wait and listen. The verse escalates in depravity until the music finally swells and comes to a grand finale. What? Smiling, the teacher invites you to a seat in the pews. The boy returns with water and cookies, and as you eat, the group sings a song about genitalia in perfect three-part harmony. Wonderful, the teacher cries. Again! Move on. Alright. There's a lot of stories here in Portland. You suddenly become conscious of something heavy in the air. A lighthouse cigarette breaks through the darkness. In its glow, you can see the face. Something inside you wishes you hadn't. Carlos says esto? It rasps. Then... What? Plug the cigarette from its fingers, and suddenly his whole body starts to dissolve. You watch him disintegrate until all that remains on the floor. A disquieting pile of, well, what would you call it? Bone meal? Why would I do that? Coolly, you take a long drag on the cigarette, but erupt in a coughing fit that lasts a full 5 minutes. It's a little embarrassing, but from the bone meal on the ground, it's clear things could be worse. Come across two musicians in the corner, playing no louder than a murmur. The blind one on the left doesn't sing so much as moan. We are willing, evil teach us to love our brother, dance, sing. Continues. Galen says maybe pick up after you're done. It's not gonna get done until like 9 or 10, so I'm not. Continues. We dream. I'm not gonna sing the whole thing, but he continues. We dream of his seats in heaven, around our heads his flowers ring. O Prince in heaven, we sing for rapture. We all must perish. Our flowers and our names. The flowers in our Prince's kingdom, they shall not perish. They shall remain. There's a joy there, and there's a friendship for our passage. We shall sing. We dream of his seat in heaven. Amongst our heads, his flowers ring. They stop and look at you expectantly, nodding at their empty hat. Tip them. Give them a coin. Oblige. They both say, and sing a song all over again. Oh no! Oh no, he's not coming over to you, is he? Oh there, the preacher says through a blue-shut smile that's too wide and too smug. Have you heard the good news? Yes. Bang! He slaps you across the face. Then tell me, goddammit! He screams, dropping his Bible and grabbing you in the face with gnarled hands. Tell me! He drives his thumbs into your eye sockets. Finally, some good Samaritan drags him away and off to the drunk tank. Move on. Well then. Okay. The man can barely wait to get through the pleasantries before he asks you if you've heard the story. 110% true, he says. I've heard it from my nephew, and it happened to someone he knows well. Sure. Man launches and tell. It's polished. He's obviously done it many times before. He tells you the story of the poor loser demon summoning Hellfire to anyone who beats him at poker. You recognize the bones of it from the experience of the arsonist who burns down the gambling dens all over the country. It seems embellished in the interim. Afterwards, you thank the man and move onwards. You'll have to remember this version. It's even if it's not quite what happened, it's a good story. Great, I have no health and half sleep. Right, so here we are. Sitting here. With Rose! Full of hope, full of grace. Hi, Rose! Oh, she's a hippie. Whoa there. What's happening, stranger? Pull up a seat. If you want to share. I guess my deal's pretty clear. Probably seen 100 long-haired, bangled-wearing freaks on the road every day. We're the only ones still hitching around, I guess. Bummer because it's all a beautiful place when you take time to smell the flowers, huh? But anyway, let's keep it groovy. Tell me something funny. The aristocratic ghost. Wow, oh, wow, immediately eyes open. Trapped, sir, I felt trapped, stifled, unable to grow or blossom at home. First time I ever felt free was on my way to San Francisco on the Greyhound. $32 in my jeans, a daisy plucked from the parking lot in my hair. So anyway, got any good ghost stories? Something scary or wild? Right, so I'm just gonna leave. Well, there it is. I feel like I've been doing all the talking. Sun's coming up so soon, so I've got to get ready to go this way next. Heard some interesting stuff about a group of folks getting up by this way. Alright, so I'm going to take a few minutes, and I'll be right back. Not even a few minutes. Alright, folks. Sorry. Oh, hold on. I might be able to get you in the stream, but give Alright, folks. I'm sorry to say this, but, we are gonna have to end the stream even earlier than the early time that I thought we were gonna be able to keep it going for. I'm so sorry. And I just realized she's transparent. I can see through her. I can see the wheat behind her. Alright. Anyway, we will have to move on. We will have to end the stream here. Next Tuesday, we are going to finish this game by goddamned. Alright? So, I'm so sorry for this to everyone, but for the few people that joined me in this short amount of time, I am so sorry, and I'm so sorry about yesterday. This week's just been a mess. I am so sorry. So for those of you that joined me, thank you for joining me. Those that are joining me in the future with the time machines, thank you as well. And until next time, don't forget to plan your weeks better than I did, and don't forget to spread the weird. Good night, everybody.